Are you aware of the way you're sitting right now? Think back to the last time you went for a drive. Did you have to think about every time you wanted to brake or press on the gas pedal? Think about every single conversation you've ever had. Did you plan your words beforehand, or did you just know what to say? These are all decisions we're making on a daily basis. But come to think of it, are we really making them? What's up, people? Welcome back to the paper trail. I'm Ismail, and today I'm going to be talking about how our decisions are not really ours. Sounds crazy, right? I know. But I promise you this is not going to be some conspiracy type video where I try to tell you about how Coke is tricking you into buying its products or anything like that. But actual scientific facts about how our human brain works and how we can optimize it for maximum returns. Now, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get straight into this video. The human brain is often called the most complex structure in the universe. With over 100 billion neurons, our brains have an immense capacity to process and store information. In fact, much of this is going on in our heads at any given second and we don't even notice it. Before I get into the meat of this video, I just want to give you a quick example of how powerful this technology in our head really is and how most of us are not even using it for maximum gain. Now, I want you to think back to the last time you went to play catch at the park or for a kick around with your friends. You probably aimed for an object or another person, and more oftentimes than not, you got it right. Now think back to your pre-algebra math class or your physics class where you had to calculate that same situation with all the variables that went into it, from wind speed, distance, ball weight, etc. It probably took around like 3 minutes for you to come up with the right answer. Or maybe that was just me. But how come we can do that same thing in the real world in just a matter of seconds? The answer? Our subconscious brains. Our brains are just doing all these calculations and handing us off nice, clean, finished products in the form of a thought. And this is where it gets really interesting. Studies have shown that over 95% of our days are controlled by our subconscious brains. Our brains are just handing us off feelings, thoughts and decisions for the vast majority of our days, and by extension, our lives. Now, when I first learned this information, I wanted to figure out a way to make that automation, that 95%, work for me and for my goals. And here's the good news. Turns out, there is. The best way to understand how this process works is to imagine your subconscious as a vast ocean of data. One that contains all your memories, experiences, everything you've seen, done, touched, or heard before. And your conscious brain, that little voice you hear in your head, which can sometimes get a little annoying, as a lake. Now, the way it works is that your subconscious pulls from all that information it has and sends you thoughts, which in turn become decisions. Now, think about it. Every time you want to walk somewhere or grab something, you don't think about moving your legs or moving your hands. You just feel it and you do it. And this is where the magic happens. What if we start feeding our subconscious with information that is in turn going to transform our behaviors to ones that align with our own goals? I learn best with examples, so here's one. Let's say you want to start your own business but have no idea what you want that business to be. So you start feeding your subconscious brain with books, podcasts, information, and articles related to business. Slowly, those thoughts that your subconscious is sending you are going to start becoming business ideas. And on top of that, your behaviors are going to start to align with that goal. This starts a positive feedback loop with your brain where the input you're feeding it is changing your behaviors, which is in turn acting as even more input to your subconscious, and the loop just keeps getting stronger and stronger. From that point on, the momentum is all yours, and the only thing standing between you and your goals is time. Personally, I began implementing this method a while back, and I started noticing all the brain foods I was consuming. It's actually a major reason why I deleted my social medias. It's why I'm very particular about what type of books I read, what YouTube videos I watch, and even what music I listen to. And in all honesty, deciding to change my perspective and to treat my brain as a tool rather than it being the other way around has radically transformed my life and my habits, and I hope it could do the same for you. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you got some value from it, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button below. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week.